Hi everyone, just back with another scrapbook process video. This is going to be video number 2 in my scrapbook design series. This scrapbooking video is going to feature creating a layout with a ledge, shelf, whatever you want to call it. People call it different things depending on what they prefer. I will probably call it a ledge because that's what I think of when I look at it. So these are the supplies that I pulled out for this video. I chose my paper from the Pebbles, from Jen Hadfield Pebbles. I forget what it is. Is it Homemade Happiness? I think I'm going to show the paper pad. So that music print I'm just going to use around the photo for a very simple photo mat. I chose it because this is Pictures of Scotland. Simple Life, Jen Hadfield, Simple Life by Pebbles. That's the paper pad that they all came from. I chose that music paper because Scotland is very known for their music, in particular their bagpipes. And then I chose a dark paper to put in the background to give everything some grounding, to anchor it to the page. I chose a multicolor floral because the page does have it's about flowers and people leaving flowers on in front of the clan marker. So I wanted to incorporate some sort of floral into it. And then I chose a plaid paper that had the same blue tone as the floral in it. And you're really not going to see much of the floral paper. It's just going to be sort of there as a hint in the background. And these papers are all cream based. You should keep that in mind when looking through your papers because white and cream can sometimes compete with each other, and then it makes your page look off and you just... Sorry, I bumped my microphone. I don't know if you heard that. But it can make your page look off and you may not realize why. That background paper is a tiny little grid print, and I'm pretty sure that is from Close to My Heart. And it's a light blue that matches the plaid, and the floral has a light blue in it. So those are the supplies that I chose, and now I'm going to cut everything down to size and show you how I created this layout. So I'm using my ATG 1/2-inch tape gun for this. And I'm pretty sure I inked all the edges with brown distress ink when I was off camera. So I didn't want the papers to stack up like that. Or okay. I didn't want the papers to be like a block in a block in a block. I wanted them to be offset a little bit so that you could still see them, and it wasn't just like I was matting everything. And then when I was looking at this, I really wanted another mat around the photo, so I chose a yellow mat because there is yellow in that floral paper. And I knew that the yellow would really contrast highly against the dark blue and the light blue. So that's why I chose it. And it also wouldn't blend into the background, into that photo, because the photo has green. So my title is going to be the Outlander. I forgot the show was called for a second. The Outlander Effect. Everywhere we went in Scotland, we noticed that there was references to the TV show Outlander. Every single place that we went. So I am just running some ink along the edges of my paper. I don't often do that, but because this paper was so light colored in comparison to the rest of the stuff, I decided that I would ink the edges of it. So I'm using some October Afternoon Mini Market stickers. I don't know if you can get them anymore. These are a pink with a dark pink as the letter. And the thickers I used are an older set of thickers. I'm not sure what the font is, but it's one of my favorite fonts, and I wish that they would bring it back. They might actually be Chamel thickers, now that I think of it. She had a set of black sparkly thickers from her collection. but I absolutely love how the title looks. I am obsessed with it. I flip through my album often to find the next page that I'm working on, and I see this title and I'm like, oh, I need to do more layouts with that kind of title effect to it. So I did sprinkle some Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine on the page, and it left big wet rings around it again. I think that this time it was the paper that I used, but I'm not sure. So I just went into my stash and I grabbed some stickers that had that corally pink color like the title and in the floral paper. And I found these ones from Close to My Heart, and I'm going to stick it here. And when I'm done, you don't see that little bit of pink up there at the top at all. So it was a good idea, but you don't see it in the end. And I tried to peel it up, but it stuck. So when you get the Close to My Heart stickers now, it shows you which ones match from the sticker pack. It tells you, like, it doesn't tell you how to use them, but it gives you an idea on what you can put together. So I actually really like these stickers. They match my color scheme perfectly. So I am just going to add some labels up at the top, and this is, I think I realized really soon, like, oh wait, you can't see any of that pink now. I'm like, oh, and I couldn't pull it up. It was stuck. Oh well, it happens. So I'm like, okay, well now I need to add more pink in up here since I covered it all up. That's okay, I hadn't used any of these stickers yet. They're still sitting on my desk, so I do plan on using more of them. So then I pull out some letters or some word stickers, and these word stickers aren't cream, but they're not white. The Close to My Heart stickers are white. So I was trying to find some stickers with different tones of white and cream so that it would look like it was meant to be like that. It's a little secret. If you want to do white and cream on the same layout, make sure that you have them layered together on top of one another, and that you have several different tones of it so it looks like you did it on purpose. Although you may just do it by accident, but in this case I did do it on purpose. So I added some black down at the bottom, and I was like, oh, now I need black at the top because my title letter stickers are black. So then I was like, oh, I added a little heart at the bottom. Now I want to add a heart at the top, and it just goes on and on. I found this flare badge in my stash, and I forgot that I had a bunch of flare badges. This one says something about traveling. Oh, it says travel the world. That's what it says. I think I got those from on Etsy from a flare for buttons. It's usually where I get my flare from. So I'm looking at the page, and I'm like, oh, now what do I add? So I go through and I find these little black enamel dots from the Vicky Bouton collection. So I add those on, and I'm like, oh, is there anything else that I can add? No. So then I decide, well, I'll do my journaling. And there's my journaling. And I ran out of stuff to say, and then I was like, okay, I have to add something else because it looks funny that it just ends and it doesn't go all the way down to the page like it's a column. So then that's why I turned the camera back on, so I could show you like, hey, this isn't working for me. So I do add some more journaling. So this is my example of a shelf layout. The bottom line with the shelf or a ledge design is that you want to have something for your photo to rest on. So in this case, my photo is resting on pattern paper, and that is anchoring my photo to the page. Most cases it will be pattern paper that anchors your photo to a page. But that is it. There's some close-ups of it, and that is all I have for you today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks. Bye.